wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant, I don't even...
This day, it extracts a heavy toll. Not only are my beloved Baltimore Ravens now 8-4, Lamar may be a bit further back in the MVP race, which he's already got 2 of those. That's neither here nor there. But most importantly, I lost the second bet that I've made with my manager, my boy, my friend Jessup, the pagan prince, as he calls himself. And no, not the one y'all are thinking of with your Ryan Reynolds dirty mind. Pagan. I lost a salute to service Eagles mini helmet to that man against a Ravens one. I could have had a Ravens one. That said, welcome to episode 46 of the Fourth Down Forum podcast. I am your host, Derek. These are week 14 Pickems in my hand. Obviously, first time ever on the channel rocking out with the T-Sizzle jersey because, let's be honest, outside of a handful of players, Lamar, Henry, Zay, Humphrey, Wiggins, not many other guys are producing. I can't put Tuck's jersey back on. I mean, I can. He's a Longhorns legend. I stay in Texas. But that man's got to get it together. Much love, Tuck, but figure it out. Okay, so we start off Thursday Night Football, Lions-Packers. Those of you who know, give me a second. I'm a little parched. It's better. Lions-Packers. You would think, me being a Packers fan, I would pick the Packers to win this matchup. Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, Christian Watkins, Wicks, no, I'm picking the Lions. Sonic and Knuckles, Jared Goff, Dan Campbell, who is probably my pick for Coach of the Year. But we'll get into that when we get into the honors, right? Right? What do I know? But yeah, I'm picking the Lions over the Packers. Luckily, before we get into this AFC North matchup, the Ravens are on their bye week, so they cannot hurt us, right? Right? Because let's talk about that Eagles-Ravens game for just one more moment. Why did Lamar wait until the last couple seconds of the game to be like, oh yeah, I can run the ball? When the lanes are there, take them. We went out and got Derrick Henry to pair with your rushing ability. We know you can pass. You don't have to prove that. You've done it time and time again. We know you can pass. We know you're a dual threat quarterback. But yeah, hopefully coming out of the bye, we see a lot more, not hesitation when he goes to run with the ball. Because good things happen when he doesn't hesitate and he makes defenders miss. Anyways, Browns, Steelers. Now, I was talking to my guy Issa, another one of my coworkers, a friend, a very good friend. I think we have to accept reality that Pittsburgh is winning the North this year. Now, I could be wrong, but that's what it's looking like right now. And that said, Cleveland does not have the element, to my knowledge. I haven't checked the weather report for wherever this game is being played at. But yeah, I don't believe Cleveland has the element of snow on their side. So it's not going to be like Let it snow, let it snow. I know it's let it go, but give me the Steelers. Saints, Giants. Now the Saints, man, I feel for them. I really, really do, because they are one of, if not the most injury-riddled team in the league this year. They're up there with the 2021 Ravens team, and that was bad. The Giants, DeVito's hurt. Daniel Jones was released. Drew Lock is currently in line to start again, I believe. I could be wrong there as well. But for some reason, I have the Giants winning this game. The only thing I need the Giants to do for me is let Kamara have a Hall of Fame type game. Like, you remember that Christmas game where he scored like 5 rushing touchdowns? Let him do that again. Please. My fantasy team would thank you kindly. Jets, Dolphins. Now I'm calling this right now. Yes, Aaron Rodgers is one of my favorite quarterbacks. I like him as a player. As a person, I'm not going to get into all that. We're not going to touch that. What I do know is he's got some documentary coming out on Netflix, but I will not be watching it. Dolphins win this game. And not only that, my guy whose jersey I will be rocking out with next week when y'all see me on the channel, it's going to be this black alternate jersey right here, but it's going to be Odell Beckham Jr.'s jersey. And he is getting his first touchdown of this season in this game. Mark my words. Jags, Titans. Now, these are not the Titans of old. There's no A.J. Brown. There's no DeAndre Hopkins. There's no Derrick Henry. There's no Ryan Tannehill. But there's a meme machine. Not mean, as in the longest yard, but mean. M-E-M-E. In Will Levis. Tony Pollard's a serviceable running back. I have the Titans winning this game. Falcons, Vikings. Now, what I need from this one is I need Jettas to go off, and I need Bijan to go off. But if Bijan goes off, that also hurts me in another league, because the guy I'm going up against has Bijan. And boy, oh boy, what are we going to do about that? But yeah, before season started, before we were in week 14, I had picked the Falcons to win that division. Now it might still come down to Atlanta and Tampa. It's not New Orleans, and it's definitely not Carolina. We know that. So, but yeah, for this game, I did pick the Vikings over the Falcons. Speaking of the Panthers, though, the Panthers and the Eagles. Now, could I sit here and be salty and be like, oh, the Panthers are going to beat the Eagles because they beat my Ravens and I'm so mad. I'm not going to do that. The Eagles are a phenomenal football team. Saquon Barkley is a menace. And the Eagles, unlike the Ravens, know how to use their running back properly. I'm not saying we don't know how to use Derrick Henry at all. But if the run game's working, don't abandon it. That was supposed to be Greg Roman's bread and butter when he was with us. And it would work. But then if we would get down or, fall behind in games, we'd abandon it completely. And I'm like, what the hell are we doing? The Eagles steamroll the Panthers. There's no other way to put that. Raiders and the Bucks. Now, we talk about injuries. Man, the only good piece the Raiders have right now is Max Crosby. Devontae Adams got traded to be with his bestie in New Jersey. Minshew's out for the season. So, yeah, there goes that. But the Bucks, I believe they got Evans back. They did get Evans back. Godwin's done for the year, but they still got phenomenal pieces. Like, they were one of our tougher matchups when we played them, which apparently, we won that game, but, I don't know. This team does something great, and then they'll do something to let you down. And I do apologize for yawning, y'all. It is like currently 1 or 2 in the morning my time, but I did want to get this out before Thursday's slate of games, and it's Wednesday, so, get to do the little editing bit, all that. I don't got to ramble on about that, though. I do have the Bucks winning that game over the Raiders, though. Seahawks, Cardinals. Now, this is one that could go either way. This is like a coin flip type ordeal, and honestly, I'm leaning Cardinals over the Seahawks. I don't have any players from either team on any of my fantasy teams, so I could care less what happens in this game. But yeah, I have the Cardinals over the Seahawks. Bears, Niners. Now, the Niners got some unfortunate news in that snow game against the Bills where they were mollywopped, and man, that was pretty much like a scrimmage for Buffalo, wasn't it? Wasn't it? But sadly, Christian McCaffrey is now out for the remainder of the regular season. Jordan Mason is out as well. I can't even tell you how to pronounce the name of the Niners' third string running back, which I'm sure in my money league, somebody's probably already put in a waiver for him. I didn't even touch that. I was like, let me roll with Nick Chubb this week, see what that gets us, and go from there. That said, they're playing the Bears this week, and the Bears have a good defense, but at times they don't, or they had a good defense. Look at the Hail Mary for the Commanders, because, they turned that crap into a Christmas ornament, y'all. I saw somebody make a Christmas ornament out of that, and I was like, oh, that's just disrespectful. Give me the Niners over the Bears, though. Bills, Rams. Now, on one side for the Rams, you got Stafford, you got Ravens legend Demarcus Robinson, and I use that term loosely. I think Higbee's still out there. I could be wrong. But on the Bills side, I got players on that team, and Derrick Henry is on a bye right now, so I need James Cook to cook. Allen, Amari Cooper, Dawson Knox. There's a Kincaid I'm thinking of. It's one of the two. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Give me the Bills over the Rams. Now, the Chargers and the Chiefs. This game, the Chiefs in general. What do I have to say about the Chiefs? My mama said if I don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. But we're in the entertainment business, the news breaking business, yada yada. So the Chiefs have gotten, I'm going to say it, they've gotten lucky more often than not. And I think even their fan base knows that. Excuse me, sorry, y'all. Week 1. Yes, I'm going to sound biased. I'm a Ravens fan. The Ravens could have beat them if Isaiah Likely's toe was in bounds. Because I'm sorry, but we go for 2 and you line Derrick Henry up on the goal line. Like 75%, 85% of the time you're getting that. The Broncos blocked field goal. The Raiders did that to themselves. At first I was like, yeah, they should have had a false start. But you still fumbled the ball. So, you know. And I'll even go a step further. The Chargers could have beat the Chiefs week 2 when they played them. They didn't, but they could have. That said, I do not, let me emphasize this again, I do not, nor will I ever, in my lifetime, or in my children's or their children's lifetime, when I'm... Point being, I will never trust a Greg Roman-led offense. Herbert's numbers are declining because of the run game. That's Roman's bread and butter. And Herbert's not a bad quarterback. I'll put that out there right now. The man's probably one of the better quarterbacks in the league, if we're being honest. That said, I do gotta go mind over heart here and take the Chiefs over the Chargers. Monday Night Football is going to be the Cowboys and the Bengals. Both of these teams have been less than stellar this year. The Cowboys have been turning it around a bit. Dak's out for the season, which sucks because I got no hate towards Dak as a quarterback. He's okay, one of the better quarterbacks in the league than some of the other ones. I have customers who are Cowboys fans who come in and be like, he's the worst quarterback in the league. And I'm like, no, there's definitely QBs out there that are worse than him. But this game cannot be flexed out of its primetime spot because of the Simpsons animation that they're doing. So, every year they'll do I believe they did the Andy's Room for Toy Story one year. They did another one, I forget what theme it was. They do Nickelodeon ones sometimes. But the animations, the voiceovers, all that stuff. You can't just throw that out the window. But that said, the Cowboys are not great at stopping the run. And as much as it pains me, I have the Bengals winning this game. Because, listen, the funniest thing with the Bengals would be them not being bad enough to get a top 10 draft pick, but not being good enough to make the playoffs, right? Because they're little brother of the division. So in the AFC North, Pittsburgh and then the Ravens are big brother. Cleveland and Cincy, little brother. And I'm not saying just based off of we've been around longer. I'm talking success. I'm talking rings. And yeah. We could get into the whole, technically Baltimore took Cleveland's team. Y'all didn't want to fund a stadium. I don't know what to tell you. Anywho, those are your Week 14 NFL Pickems. Stuff we got coming up on the channel. I'm excited to announce. So because of the holiday season, Black Friday, all that, Christmas, I did not get to do my War Games prediction video like I wanted. That turned into a Fallout video instead. I had to call an audible at the line of scrimmage. Not mad at it. We are now at 246 subscribers, which is phenomenal. Shouldn't know AJ Styles though. I would like, I'm not going to say by year's end because that's only the rest of this month. I'm going to keep grinding, keep doing what I need to do. But I would like to say by maybe midway point of 2025, I would like to be in the 350 to 400 range. And then by year's end, be at 500, 550. I think that's a realistic goal to set for myself. And you know, once we get to 500, we're doing the mini helmet giveaway. So collegiate or NFL mini helmet team of the winners choosing. Back to what I was saying though, because I did get a little sidetracked there. We are going to do the Saturday night main event prediction video. I'm going to see when I can sit down and be like, okay, I have time today to do this. Which honestly, it might be this upcoming Sunday, because I think I only got one thing going on that day. But yeah, got that coming up. Pickems, your college football playoff brackets getting set. And you know, once that's finalized, I will do a college video on that. Other than that, trying to think, you know, the player profile video is coming up for Kobe. It's Kobe Bryant. I'm not going to hide that from y'all anymore. I think I've been telling y'all that though. That will be the first player profile we do under this banner. But I wanted to save that, make that something special. And then I'm thinking we're probably going to start getting back to doing shorts to go with the videos or the podcasts that I put out. So let's say like this one, for example, I might not do it with this one, but this one's NFL. So I'd probably do like a, hey, blind defensive end rankings. Let's say I do the Saturday main event predictions. I could do, hey, the build your perfect wrestler, or things like that. Because I've noticed with the algorithm, a lot what happens is people have shorter attention spans. And I'm not hating on anybody. I have ADHD. I have a short attention span. But because of that, to do things in shorts will grab the viewer's attention more so than just doing it in a 30, 45 minute podcast. That's why I try to cap these out at like 20 to 25 minutes max, because it's not too short, not too long. But that said, thank y'all for 246 subscribers. Shout out to my sponsors, Havoc Energy. No, I haven't been the best with the promotional aspect of it, but I am going to get better with that. I'm going to link the referral code down in this episode. And shout out to, you know, Fanatics Global. So we have those going for us. Would be nice going into the new year to start making some revenue off of that. So, you know, if you see me sharing the links, save yourself some money on like gummies, gamer juice, stuff like that, or energy drinks, you know. And then sports stuff. Who doesn't like sports stuff? That's what this whole premise is about. But much love. Thank y'all for being here. Look forward to putting out more content for y'all going forward and into the new year. And I will see y'all on episode 47.
Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces.